Welcome to the Reddit Chronicles. Today we will be reading from True Off My Chest. Our first post is by Wonderful Parsley. I am packing up my stuff and moving out before my fiance comes home tomorrow. How can life go sour this fast? He, M38, just proposed to me, F37, a week ago, and made me the happiest woman on earth. Why did he do that if he didn't love me? If I wasn't enough, I just can't understand what's happening. I am so grateful I have my family. My brothers who left everything to come and help me move out my stuff before he got home. I don't know how to repay them. I know how busy they are with Christmas around the corner, and yet they dropped everything and came when they heard me crying on the phone. He usually goes on trips for work. This time, however, I found it odd that he was staying until Christmas Eve. Usually, they are only away during the weekdays and rarely on weekends. I also found it odd that he didn't FaceTime me to say goodnight, and when I tried he said that he was too tired and apologized. He usually sleeps to my FaceTime to pretend I was with him. Then he sent me a goodnight picture of him in bed. I sent him a kiss. Then before going to bed I scrolled Instagram and he had shared that same picture, and one of our mutual friends commented, "Is that OP in the reflection? Say hi from me." I was confused, and sure enough I saw a woman reflected in his glasses. I didn't notice that when he sent me the picture, and probably he didn't either. I liked the comment. My fiance didn't answer. Probably he wasn't online. I didn't know what to do. It was already late at night, but I felt like the world was closing in around me, so I called my mom crying and she asked me to come home. I said no, I needed to start packing, and I have been doing it all night. This morning my brothers and my parents showed up with moving van. I love them so much. My fiance has now deleted the picture. He probably saw that I liked the comment about the woman in the reflection. He has called me over 100 times and is still calling me. I will never see or speak to him ever again. He will never see me crying. I will never ask why. He will never get the chance to explain. He can stay in hotels with all the women in the world for all I care. Why do these things happen? I really thought he was happy, that I made him happy. How could he? Our next post is by Hospital New. Ferrero Rocher restricted my diet for over 15 years. I, 21F, found out that Ferrero Rocher caused my parents to lie to me for over 15 years. I've been suffering with constant allergies for the past few weeks, which took me to take a test to find out what was causing it. I found out my parents lied to me for over 15 years by saying I was allergic to nuts. That happened because Mum loves Ferrero Rocher, and these are expensive on the country I live. The lie got out of hand, and I ended up avoiding all kinds of nuts during my whole life. I have been deprived of hundreds of recipes because my parents didn't want to share this effing chocolate with me. Is it even good? I feel betrayed and manipulated, and feel like I'll forever resent Ferrero Rocher. Should I just try as at an exposition therapy or SM? I'm absolutely sure it won't kill me this time. Edit. Good evening, lovely people of Reddit. I am overwhelmed by the empathy over my delicate nut situation, so I'll answer some questions that were brought up. 1. What are my allergies? I took a sensibility test that evaluates 221 different types of food allergies. I had an expression of IgE, actual allergy, for a few, including prawns, cucumbers, chickpeas, and curry. Once I got the results, I rang my mum questioning about the nut allergy, which led to the immediate confession of the said crime. I wouldn't even remember the Ferrero Rocher if she didn't mention it. 2. Do you hate Ferrero Rocher? I don't actually resent Ferrero Rocher, only for being good enough to driving my parents to lie for so long. I am sorry. I understand it sounded weird. 3. My parents are not monsters. I just grew up poor. I understand that my mum had only a few things to enjoy during those days. She apologized a million times and I forgave her. This became a funny story for us to share. Our next post is by Angra Mom YU. My husband is too busy and too important to care about our children, and I am sick of it. My husband is a surgeon, and according to him, he's the most important person in the world, a god among men who casually determines life or death and is far, far too important to be bothered by the trivial concerns of us mere peons. Concerns like maybe you should spend some time with your kids. But oh no, you see, he works so hard and has so much pressure that when he's home, he has to be sequestered from the annoying sounds of our girls playing or, being happy to see him. My dad has picked up the slack. He's been the one that's changed their diapers. I drop them off at school and go to work. Dad picks them up and stays with them till I get home. My dad was the one who taught them to ride a bike. My dad is the one who shows up to the plays and dance recitals. He's the one that helps with the homework. My dad is the one who dresses as Santa. My dad is the one who does the Easter egg hunts and the tea parties. My husband is far too important for any of that, and despite the fact that my husband has absolutely no interest in our kids, he is still pissed that the kids are closer to my dad than him. So my dad is now struggling financially. We have the means to help him, but my husband doesn't want to. He'd rather see my dad moved to the other side of the country and removed from our kids' lives. I put my foot down and he goes on to Reddit to whine about it. Well, now I am here too, dear. You want to whine about our marriage on Reddit? I can do it too. Update. Wow, this all blew up. I was so angry when I posted this, now I'm just drained. He came by yesterday to pick up some things and we argued. The girls were out with my dad because I knew this would be a fight and I didn't want them around for this. He said awful things, just awful, about me, my dad, and the girls. After he left, I talked to my mom. We have a difficult relationship, but if there's one person I want in my corner going into the divorce, it's her. The divorce is happening. I saw an attorney my mom recommended today. I'm really glad I went through with that prenup my mom wanted when we got married now. At this point, I won't speak to my soon-to-be ex-husband. My lawyer is doing my talking for me. I'm exhausted. Thank you everyone for all the support. It helped to read the comments and know people supported me. He made me feel so small and stupid yesterday, and he said awful things about our girls. I'm not mad anymore. I'm just heartbroken. Our girls deserve better than this. I really wanted better for them. I just wanted to have a family and a nice home. Now I'm just going through a divorce like my parents. I never wanted this. I tried so hard to keep this all together so we didn't wind up here. But I failed. Update 2, I've been getting a lot of questions and requests for an update, so I'll keep this short. We are moving forward with the divorce. He's moved out. Dad's moved in. The kids are good. Our next post is by own personality. My sister told me to get over my daughter's death. I am 44, was a young single dad for most of my oldest daughter's life. I was 18 when she was born and her mom left when our daughter was just 6 months old. So I was always pretty close to my daughter. She is my whole world. Fast forward December 24, 2013. I'm 34, my daughter, 16, got into a car accident caused by a drunk driver and passed away instantly. It was the day before Christmas, the supposed to be happiest time of the year, and my whole world had just fallen apart. At that point, I had been dating my now wife for almost a year, and she helped me a lot during the time she had known my daughter and were getting close. It was hard on both of us, but she helped me so much. We eventually got married and ended up having children of our own, boy-girl twins who are now 5. We keep their big sister's memory alive. Even with it being almost 10 years and having other children who are young, the holidays will never not be hard on me. My wife knows this, and even though they're young, my kids to an extent know this. Saturday night, my sister was having this Christmas party. To be honest, I was struggling hard that day, with my oldest daughter not being here. It's crazy for me to think she would be 26 and a young adult, not a teenager anymore, if she was still around. To be honest, in certain ways, I was bringing down the mood but trying to keep myself distant from everyone else. My sister pulled me aside asking what is my problem. I told her how I was struggling a bit mentally with my oldest passing. She basically told me to get over it because of how long it's been, saying I can't be sad forever and my oldest daughter would want me to be happy, plus I have other children now. I can't believe she said that, to be honest. Thank you for listening to the Reddit Chronicles. Follow for more content.